walking down the street when he suddenly spotted a police car approaching. Without hesitation, he broke into a sprint, with the officer in hot pursuit. After a tense chase, the officer managed to catch up to the man and apprehend him.
Stay with him here. I'm gonna go look for the girl real quick. Hey, put us up. Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? Huh? Why'd you run? I think I had a gun. I'm not sure.
Breathless and caught red-handed, the man confessed that he had run because he had an outstanding warrant. The officer, understanding the situation, proceeded to take the man into custody to address the warrant and resolve the issue. The man's decision to flee may have been impulsive, but ultimately led to the resolution of his legal troubles. While waiting for backup to arrive and take custody of the suspect, the officers conducted a thorough search of the individual and the immediate surroundings. They meticulously combed through the suspect's belongings, looking for any signs of drugs or weapons that may have been in his possession. The officers were diligent in their search, checking every pocket and crevice for any illicit substances or dangerous items. Their primary concern was ensuring the safety of themselves and the public, as well as gathering any additional evidence that could be used in the case against the suspect.
So you ran from us because you thought you're gonna work. You've been checking in? So why would you have a warrant then if you could check in?
I don't know if I had it running for a pending case because I got a
Pending case?
yeah, because I got in a letter through mail. I just got a Friday and I checked in with it Monday.
What's your middle on it?
I'm supposed to check in on the 17th. That's the only reason why I ran.
Did you do anything?
No. I just got out.
Think it was a good idea running?
Nah,
It gets you far.
I don't know, I just couldn't.
After a meticulous search, the officers did not find any drugs or weapons on the suspect or in the vicinity. With the situation under control and the suspect in custody, they proceeded to handle the warrant and address the legal matters at hand.
I knew you were gonna run. I saw a little.
Did you slip?
How old are you? We don't want to see it. What the? Is that all you have?
Upon receiving a call about a man harassing a woman on the streets by soliciting sex, the police officers promptly responded to the scene. Upon arrival, they immediately began their investigation into the matter to ensure the safety and well-being of the woman and address the inappropriate behavior of the man. Meanwhile, the officers questioned the man about his actions and intentions, taking note of his responses and demeanor. They explained the seriousness of the situation and the potential legal consequences of soliciting sex in a public place.
No, lo tengo aquí atrás. Aquí en la bolsa de atrás. ¿Levanto? No.
I'll bring it back to the car.
Press your feet. Quiero dar vueltas, ¿no? Y si tienes familia, tienes esposa, tienes...
Son niños.
Okay. 1, 2. ¿Tienes licencia o algo?
No, la verdad no ando nada.
Circular, ¿no tienes eso tampoco?
No, no tengo nada.
If you want off the road, go. Okay. The car? Yeah. There's a little bit on top of that $5 bill. You got a little bit of that.
Okay. Did you say that there's more in the car?
No.
After safely detaining the man by placing him in handcuffs, the officers proceeded to conduct a search of the man's vehicle. This standard procedure is carried out to ensure the safety of the officers and to gather any potential evidence related to the incident or any other illegal activities. The officers carefully searched the interior of the vehicle, checking compartments, seats, and any other areas where items could be concealed. They were thorough in their search, looking for any weapons, drugs, or other contraband that may be present. During the search, the officers maintained professionalism and followed proper protocols to protect the integrity of the investigation. They documented any findings and handled any discovered items according to the law. After a thorough search of the vehicle yielded no incriminating evidence and there was insufficient evidence to charge the man for the initial offense of solicitation, the officers made the decision to release him. However, they issued a warning for not having a driver's license and for his inappropriate actions towards the woman. The officers explained the importance of having a valid driver's license while operating a vehicle and reminded the man of the consequences of driving without one. They also emphasized the seriousness of his actions towards the woman and the potential legal repercussions of such behavior.
Stop being weird. Stop following.
Deja de seguir a los muchachos y decirles si quieren raite, ¿ok? No quieren raite. Si tienes familia y tienes esposa, no es una cosa así, ¿ok? Tienes que ir al corte porque te estoy diciendo que todavía tienes ese warrant, ¿ok? ¿Ok? Ok, mira. Bye-bye.
Officers had made a traffic stop after observing a vehicle weaving erratically through traffic, endangering other drivers on the road. Approaching the driver's side window, the officers asked the individual behind the wheel for their license and identification. However, to their surprise, the driver admitted to not having a valid license or any form of identification on them. With a mix of concern and curiosity, the officers gently asked the young driver what he was doing out on the road at 4 a.m. The teenager hesitated, shifting nervously in his seat as he explained that he had taken the car without permission, driven by a reckless impulse that now seemed foolish in the harsh light of the police car. As the investigation unfolded in the dim glow of the streetlights, a new revelation emerged that added a layer of complexity to the already puzzling situation. The officers discovered that the car being driven by the underage driver actually belonged to a companion who was seated on the passenger side during the traffic stop. With a sense of urgency and determination, the officers swiftly took the companion out of the vehicle and placed him in handcuffs, signaling the seriousness of the unfolding events. The companion's expression shifted from surprise to concern as he realized the gravity of the situation.
You have cooperation now? Nothing like that? You have nothing illegal in here or anything? Huh? It's cool, you just take it out, right? No weapons, nothing else though? What are you gonna get for it? Oh, that was that recently? I see. Do you have a BMW? Did I stop you in a BMW, right? With him? Yeah, I did. You know about it? So he was on the same thing. He was for pursuit. You guys have a section number? You never had a BMW?
Well, he was
You're the one Yeah, you and him. How many guys on the BMW going down range? You guys both had shysters on?
With the companion now in custody, the officers proceeded to conduct a thorough search of the vehicle, meticulously combing through every nook and cranny in search of any evidence or contraband that could shed light on the circumstances surrounding the reckless driving incident. As the search continued, tension hung heavy in the air, punctuated only by the occasional sound of rustling and the beam of flashlights illuminating the interior of the car. The officers remained focused and methodical, determined to uncover the truth behind the night's events. As the officers continued their search of the vehicle, their efforts were rewarded with a surprising discovery: a stash of $3,000 in cash hidden within the car. The officers exchanged glances, their expressions reflecting a mix of surprise and suspicion at the unexpected find. As they turned their attention back to the individuals involved, the officers approached them with a renewed sense of determination, their questions probing deeper into the night's events. The companion, now in custody, shifted uneasily under the weight of the unfolding investigation. After a thorough investigation, it was determined that no criminal activity was associated with the money found in the vehicle. The primary offenses were the underage driver operating a vehicle without a license and reckless driving behavior. The officers acted with care, warning the underage driver about the consequences of their actions and advising the companion to be more vigilant. The minor was subsequently released to their mother, who promptly arrived to take her child and the vehicle home. As the night wore on, the officers received a call about individuals trespassing on private property. Upon arrival, they found a lone figure standing out from the shadows, ready to flee on a bike at the sight of law enforcement. Without hesitation, the officers sprang into action, pursuing the individual and apprehending him to begin their investigation. The night air was filled with tension as they worked swiftly to secure the suspect and gather information about the trespassing incident.
Long time ago, 2015, and I busted with a cell phone. sleeping. So my party and she was supposed to sleep. She got busted. She was supposed to sleep.
Your daughter's phone, bro?
Yeah, bro, because they have pictures of her and her boyfriend. Yeah. And she even told them, hey, you know what? You don't know none of this shit, you know? Oh, man, you guys got me on this shit. This cops and shit or what?
After conducting a thorough investigation, which revealed that the individual had a probationary status but nothing illegal on his person, the officers made the decision to release him. With the situation resolved and no criminal activity detected, the officers decided to bring closure to the night's events and call it a night.
Not her or no?
Not really, you know. But, you know, it's like what do you call it, I was there like, you know, angels and demons fighting around my head. Because every day's a struggle, you know what I mean? Just to came on top.
Yeah. So you're born?
Yeah, I'm a tattoo artist, man. Yeah. I'm mobile. Mobile. Like usually I have my backpack with all my equipment. Like a lot of cops don't know me, you know? Yeah, so I don't bullshit on it, you know? I don't cause no trouble or nothing. I hate them motherfuckers, you know?
You have any
No, I haven't nothing.
As the tension of the encounter dissipated, the officers extended a word of caution to the individual, reminding him of the importance of abiding by the terms of his probation and staying out of trouble. With a sense of relief and finality, the officers bid the individual farewell, allowing him to depart into the night as they prepared to wrap up their duties and bring an end to the eventful evening.